May 16th. Do you ever wonder who is in control when bad things happen? I used to, but after reading one particular story in the Bible, I finally knew the answer: God. Even if things might not make sense to us, no matter what happens, God is in control. This is the story of Jonah and how he knew God was in control. One day, God told Jonah to go to a place called Nineveh. The people of Nineveh were doing bad things, and God wanted Jonah to go and tell them to do what was right. The people of Nineveh needed to hear about God, but Jonah did not want to go. Instead of listening to God, Jonah got on a boat and sailed 2,000 miles away from Nineveh. Suddenly, a huge storm came. There was thunder, and there was lightning. Huge waves crashed and tossed the boat back and forth across the sea. The men on the ship were so afraid, but what they didn't realize was that God was in control of this storm. Jonah knew that the storm was happening because he didn't listen to God. Jonah told everyone on the boat to throw him into the sea so that they would be saved from the storm. So into the sea he went. And just like that, the storm stopped. The clouds were gone, but Jonah was still in the sea. I'm sure he was relieved it was over, but just then, all of a sudden, a big giant fish appeared and swallowed him up. For 3 long days, Jonah was all alone in that fish. Jonah remembered he wasn't alone and began to pray. God was with him, and God was in control. After Jonah prayed, God commanded the giant fish to spit Jonah back out onto dry land. Then God told Jonah a second time to go to Nineveh. This time, Jonah listened to God and finally went to Nineveh. When Jonah got there, he told the people of Nineveh God's message for them. He warned them that God said that they should stop doing bad things, or in 40 days the city and everything in it would be destroyed. To Jonah's surprise, the people listened to him, and they prayed to God, and they said they were sorry for all the bad things they had done. Soon the king of Nineveh heard what was going on, and he ordered everyone to listen to God and to stop doing bad things. And when God saw that they were trying to be good instead of bad, he felt love for them and did not destroy their city. Now in this story, you've heard about a terrible storm, being thrown out at sea, and then spending 3 whole days inside a giant fish. But I don't want you to think that God just does these things for no reason. The whole time, through everything Jonah went through, God was in control. He was in control of the storm, the fish, and so much more. I wanted you to hear the story of Jonah because when I heard it, I realized I can always know that God is in control. He promises that He will never leave us, and He will always help us. Just like Jonah, no matter what happens, we can trust that God is always in control.